Hey everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukah, happy whatever holiday you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate any holiday, well, happy Saturday, Sunday. I am Pete. Thanks for hanging out on the channel, especially on your Christmas day. Hopefully you found this video and hopefully it's a little bit helpful for you on this wonderful day that you may have gotten a Steam Deck, or you may have gotten a Steam Deck a little earlier, or you're planning on getting a Steam Deck. I really wanted to create a video that comes from my experience with the Steam Deck. It's kind of just revolutionized my approach to PC gaming. I've never really got into PC gaming until I got the Steam Deck. So I want to do a video, now that you're a proud owner of a Steam Deck or you're ordering one, just talk a little bit about some great games I've experienced and spent lots of time with on my Steam Deck over the last 4 or 5 months. So strap yourself in. We're going to actually start off with some verified games, and then we're going to get into non-verified games, but still work really good on the Steam Deck. So, grab your eggnog, your drink of choice, and let's talk about a few games right now, shall we? First area I want to focus on is verified on Steam Deck. Now, I don't spend any time on the channel talking about verified games because they're verified, and that's really not helpful. The main series on my channel is called Is It Playable? So I go outside of the verified and go into the more of the unsupported kind of supported games from my library or new games I bought. So you can see on my library there's quite a few games that are available on the verified list on Steam Deck. You may have more, but the first game I'm going to really talk to you about is a Castlevania game. It is fantastic. Mirror Fate HD. I absolutely love this game. It is verified on Steam Deck. I play it. It is just a really good kind of quasi old school Castlevania game, and I can't recommend it enough. And you're also going to see the prices of these games currently available on the Steam Deck store in Canada. But yes, Castlevania, solid title. You can't go wrong, and it's verified, so it works 100% of the time. Get our old school retro reimagined games going, and it is DuckTales on the Steam Deck. This is out on all the different consoles also, but this is DuckTales, one of my favorite cartoons I used to watch when I was in college, yes, way back in the days. Collect the comics for DuckTales, but there's a great game on the Steam Deck, fully verified. And if you're more on the side-scrolling vein of games, this would be a great one for you, so go check it out. And it's you never know, you can catch it on a flash sale, stuff like that, but I have a lot of fun playing it. This is a big nostalgia one for me. The gameplay is fantastic also. Part of what I like to do on the channel is support indie game companies. This is Alwa's Legacy, the 16-bit, kind of 16-bit version of the game. It is an amazing game. It is so much fun. There's so much to explore in this game. It's got kind of interesting mechanics that you have to do. You have to jump around a bit. The world is beautiful. The music's beautiful. This is an indie game that was crafted with love. It is so affordable, and normally you can find it packaged with another game that you can buy 2 games in one. But this one here, if you just buy it, stand out. Like, think of like old school, action adventure game where you're gotta traverse the world and you're always going, like, kind of backtracking a little bit until you get some stuff leveled up and things like that. But it's just a fantastic game, and it's kind of old school too. But I don't have just old school games I want to talk about here, but I kind of wanted to focus on what's great on Steam Deck on a few of these games first. A game that's taken the internet and YouTube's by storm. It is Vampire Survivors. Now, this game is really affordable. It's less than $6 Canadian on Steam Deck. It is what I call passive action RPG. You think when you look at this game, it plays like, it's like a Diablo clone. It's an action RPG, but no, really all you're doing is doing a lot of movement. And once you level up, you choose which skill you want to auto fire. It is a fantastic game, but this game, like I said, is taking the world by storm. Every YouTuber is talking about it. I've not presented it on the channel yet. I don't know if I will, because it is a verified game, and I'd like to, like I said, stick kind of outside of that realm to help people kind of discover games that Steam is not verified but still work perfectly fine. And there's another game coming up in the video when I get out of the verified on Steam Deck that you'll see I prefer more over this style of game. But Vampire Survivors is super fun. It's a super fun game, but it's not for everyone. Like, if you're looking for an action where you're controlling every aspect of it, Yeah, that's not your game. Likes a little racing, right? And this is F1 Racing on the Steam Deck. F1 Racing 2022. I'm a huge F1 fan. Not a really good F1 racer in video games, but I do love playing the game. And this is another game that works out of the box, works amazingly well, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And the best thing about sports games, usually if you wait a few months, the prices drop remarkably on these games. And if you do have EA Game Pass, or whatever the heck they're calling it these days, you could probably just play this for free anyway, I would think, within a few months after it's launched. But anyway, I can't tell you how good this plays. The frame rate holds really good. You can see I'm running at 60 frames per second here, and it holds extremely well. One of the best verified games on the Steam Deck right now, so check it out. Now we're going to switch over into games that aren't supported, kind of supported, and I'm going to get into that and just show you my tricks and tips and tricks how I can get some of the games working. And it's been very successful for me. So I'm going to switch over there now, and this is the bulk of what I do on the channel, testing unverified games. Let's go. Before we get into the games on this section, the first thing you have to understand is a lot of these games, if they don't work right away after you downloaded them, you might want to do the step that seems to work almost 100% of the time for me, is run the game in compatibility mode. How do you do that? Well, go to your game page, hit the cog by the controller setting, and then the next thing you want to go down is go down to properties, and then go down to compatibility, and make sure force the use of a specific Steam Play compatibility tool is checked, and then it should have Proton Experimental in your list. That's the one I'm using, or you can use Proton 7.0.5. Make sure those two things are done, and then run your game, and it will 9 times out of 10. I don't want to give a definitive answer, but for me, it's 100% of the time it works. So let's get into some of the games that are not verified on Steam but work flawlessly. The first game is Atari Mania, a labor of love. This game is fantastic. What type of game it is? Well, I don't want to spoil the narrative because it has a narrative to it. Basically, you're like a janitor and you're going through an arcade and you're cleaning up, and these massive excursions happening into your world, and you got to go in and you got to actually complete 10 challenges, X amount of challenges, and the challenges are a mashup of age-old classics like Pong, Centipede, Millipede. All of the back library of Atari's glorious gaming history are there for you to play, different ways to play these games, and you have to do many challenges. It is fabulous. It is one of the most engaging games that I've had a blast with. Of course, I gravitate towards it because I'm a huge retro gamer also, so this is right up my alley, but they put a modern twist on it, which I absolutely love, and it works flawlessly. Follow the instructions like I mentioned at the start of this section, and you will have a blast playing this game. You just want your little dude, your little janitor to survive. I don't want to get into the narrative, but I want you to discover this world. This game is amazing. And again, you're going to see the price what it's currently going for on the Steam marketplace right now in Canadian dollars. So if you're, you can just do your currency conversion. Hopefully, it's cheaper in your local area. All right, let's move on to our next game. Let's talk about one of the kind of games that nobody really talks about as a hidden gem. It is Sleeping Dogs. It is quite possibly one of my favorite games of all time. It came out during the GTA hype of GTA 4, so it really got lost in a lot of that. But Sleeping Dogs is a game that is completely unsupported on Steam Deck. But again, like I mentioned at the start of this section of the video, is run it in compatibility mode, and you're going to have a blast playing this game. It worked flawlessly. It has built-in controls because this game was released on the 360 and PS3, so everything just natively works perfectly well. I've had no major issues with it. I did run into one time when I played it that it didn't detect the controls. I just rebooted it, went back in, and it was fine. And so Sleeping Dogs, again, this game is available. You'll see the price below the current price, but I found it on sale sometimes for a couple bucks. I've seen it on sale. So it's just an open world GTA game that's really narrative focused, and the narrative is amazing, an amazing narrative. It is worth just to play for the main story narrative, but some of the side quests and side narratives are pretty good too, and I had tons of DLC, which are all available, so check it out. Runs perfectly. Time to get your action RPG fix in, and I cannot recommend a game as much as I can recommend Warhammer. This game, 40,000 Inquisitor, Prophecy, Martyr Prophecy on the Steam Deck is freaking amazing. I am a huge Diablo fan, and this game runs so well. You're gonna have a blast playing this game. I kid you not, it's so much fun. It's got a great narrative, and if you're a Warhammer fan to boot, you know, it's just epic. The controls are great. Everything works flawlessly. This should be supported soon, 100%, I know. So then hopefully more people in the deck will take advantage of this game and have so much more fun, because it's, like I said, it's got that Diablo feel, but it's in the Warhammer universe, which I absolutely adore. Remember we were talking about Vampire Survivors? This is Soulstone Survivors. This game I actually prefer 100% more than Vampire Survivors. It's fully fleshed out. Again, it's that passive action RPG, and it's just, it has kind of that Blizzard-esque World of Warcraft kind of art style, but there's so many other cool aspects of this. Their leveling up system, their character class system, the graphics, everything seems so polished in this game, and it's so much fun. It is really what has turned me on to the passive action RPG genre. And I guess, you know, Vampire Survivors is so easy to pick up and play. This one takes it, I believe, to the next level, and I just have a blast playing it. And I think it's kind of getting overlooked because of how so popular Vampire Survivors is. So give this one a look. It is super fun, and I mean, it looks great, plays great, and it's just worth, if you're into this style of game, you're gonna actually love this game. Now we get into a little bit of the MMORPGs, and we're talking about a New World. Yes, the game that came out just over a year ago from Amazon, and it's an MMORPG buy-to-play game. And I must say, I've spent a lot of time on this game. I've had a blast playing it. It took me a little while to get a control scheme that I really liked in this game, but once I did, it's fantastic. And to be able to run dungeons and play this game on my deck has been so much fun, and to be able to do it in a social environment, that's why I love MMORPGs. I mean, New World's fantastic. It runs great, and the best thing about it is the community control schemes out there. You can choose the one that you want, whether you want to use the pads, you want to use the sticks, you want to use the touchpad, the touchscreen, whatever way you want to play. You'll be able to play this game, and the community will take care of you. They're updating control schemes all the time. It is, again, not officially supported by Steam, but it doesn't matter. It plays fantastic. And I've done videos on this on the channel, so go check those out. But yeah, New World, great game. And the last game I want to mention is a free-to-try game, MMORPG. It is Final Fantasy XIV Online. This game is fantastic. It is free to play, so I wanted to mention at least one free game that has a strong, extremely epic narrative, a massive world, tons and tons of people are playing this game, and it is 100% functional and playable and amazing on the Steam Deck. It is not verified, but it might as well just be verified because it runs flawlessly. And it should, because it's a console MMORPG, so everything just works flawlessly, and I just have a blast playing this game. So I wanted to mention at least one free-to-play game that I think is worth downloading and installing, and you'll have a blast, trust me. So that's it. That's my, you know, list of games that if you've got a Steam Deck for Christmas or for the holidays, check out some of these games. I mean, and you'll find them on sale at different times of year. Like I said, some are free, but go explore. And don't be scared to step outside of what's verified on the Steam Deck, because there's a whole world of fun to be at. Once again, I'm Pete. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe, smash that like button, ring that bell. It really helps out the channel. Talk to you again soon. Bye.